All right, we are recording. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Who's that? Matt, you're unmuted again. Gotcha. Okay. All right, you guys. So welcome, everybody. We so appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us for Renee's Freedom Revolution Juice Plus event. My name's Erin. I'm going to be your host tonight. Nice to meet you all. And I'm going to start by asking a question. And that question is, would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? And I'm going to raise my hand. Yes, definitely. I think we all have really busy lives. It's getting harder and harder to fit it all in. We would love to look good, feel good, and live a long life. Unfortunately, it can be really complicated, unpleasant, and oftentimes confusing to do that. And so it's important to educate ourselves because there are two trends that are happening in our world that are really starting to impact our health. And the first is that environmental toxins are increasing. We're living in a chemical world. Externally, we're bombarded by toxins, which is leading to many of our health problems. And unless you're living in a bubble, these toxins are everywhere. While some of this is out of our control, there are healthier options when it comes to the products we put on our skin, clean with, drink, and certainly eat. These choices are the ones that are in our control, and so it's important that we're making decisions about these every day. Our focus today is going to be about what we're putting in our bodies. So much of our food today is really not food at all. Highly processed food is dominating much of our grocery stores, and these ingredients were never meant to be consumed by humans. And unfortunately, they all can have are having really devastating and harmful effects on our body. As a matter of fact, 80% of the food on the shelves in our supermarkets today did not exist 100 years ago, which I'm not at all surprised about. So the consequences can be devastating. You can see here, 1 in 3 will have some form of heart disease. 1 in 3 women will develop cancer. 1 in 2 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 is obese. 116 million people are living in chronic pain. The U.S. national healthcare expenditure was $3.5 trillion in 2017, and that number's growing. But the great news is that 80% of all chronic disease is preventable. And so we're excited to share with you today some of the steps that we're taking and that you will be able to take as well to reduce your risk of chronic disease. So let's talk about the power of whole food nutrition, real plants that are coming from our earth. And I love this next statement, that the truth is not only that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good for you that they could save your life. And this article in Time magazine was just published in February of this year, 2019. And as the author states, more studies are revealing that people's health is the sum of much more than the medications they take and the tests that they get. Health is affected by how much people sleep and exercise, how much stress they're shouldering, and yes, what they're eating at every meal. If food is indeed medicine, then it's time to treat it that way. So check out that article if you guys can. It's a really great one. The toxins around us and the toxins we consume are creating what's called oxidative stress in our bodies. This oxidation is happening at the cellular level. This contributes to disease, sickness, and more rapid aging. The great news is that we can neutralize or slow down this disease and aging process by getting antioxidants in our body every day through a wide variety of fruits and veggies. Raw fruits and veggies are best. We're living beings, and so we really do need living food. However, the produce that we do consume doesn't have nearly the nutrition it used to contain. Due to the farming practices in this country, we've really overfarmed our soil, we've stripped it of vital nutrients, and so fruits and vegetables are now picked green, they're irradiated, they're stored under pressure, and then transported thousands of miles. Once produce is picked from the vine, it then starts at that point to lose its nutritional value, and so that's why some produce today has lost up to 40% of the nutrient content it used to have. And instead of recommending now 5 servings of fruits and veggies every day, our government is recommending now 7 to 13 of raw fruits and veggies every day, which it can be seemingly almost impossible, right? So fruits and veggies are packed with thousands of phytonutrients. This is plant nutrients or plant chemicals. These are the vitamins, trace minerals, antioxidants, and everything else that helps prevent disease. This is a list of over 400 of the 10,000 nutrients that scientists have found just in one apple. These nutrients are in the right ratio, at the right balance and synergy, and your body knows exactly what to do with it because it's food. So if you compare that with a multivitamin, which has, let's say, 20 isolated components, there's really no comparison. You know, the vitamin can never replace the apple. And so we do have a deficiency in our country. It's not a vitamin deficiency, but a whole food deficiency or fruit and vegetable deficiency. And if we're not getting enough, then we're just not going to be protected. We also have a tendency to consume the same produce over and over because it's either easy to find or we have a preference for it. I know this is really true in our house. I tend to buy the same produce, the same fruits and veggies every weekend because I know we like it and we'll eat it and it'll get used. But we need to eat a wide variety of produce to get the color of the rainbow in our diets every day, like this picture. Pretty beautiful picture. Each color group has a different antioxidants associated with it to support different organs and systems within our body. And as a matter of fact, the USDA recommends that we fill half our plate with fruits and veggies at every meal, which is not always easy or convenient to do so. And so that's where we come in. We're, myself, along with Renee and Henry and Lynette's on this call, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution, where we're offering people simple solutions to take their health back. We have a website that offers free cookbooks, educational webinars, a kids program. We talk about Juice Plus, and our Shred 10 program, which is a 10-day detox. And Renee will send you guys info about the website after the call. And even the best eaters need help, and that's why we're so thankful to offer the nutritional support of Juice Plus. Juice Plus is one simple change that floods your body with powdered produce from 30 different fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule or in a soft chew. And so, imagine what positive changes you might see in your health if you consumed all of this produce every day that you see on the screen. Think about the last time, when was the last time that you had black currants or bilberries, parsley, or mango? And Juice Plus is just so simple, convenient, and it really has been shown to create significant positive changes in your health markers. Our goal is to inspire healthy living through better nutrition. We work with private farmers to make sure we deliver the best nutrition quality out there. The produce is carefully cleaned, juiced, and dried under very low temperatures. It's stored in our manufacturing plant. And all Juice Plus products are carefully tested by independent experts to ensure the natural purity, and they are NSF certified, which means that what's on the label is in our products, and there is nothing in the products that's other than what's on the label, which in the supplement world is unheard of, close to unheard of. It's hardly regulated at all. So Juice Plus is set apart from all other nutritional products because of the original clinical research that has taken place all over the world for over 20 years. Well-known research institutes have studied what happens in people's bodies when they consume Juice Plus. These are gold standard, double-blind, placebo-controlled, randomized, super credible research that has been published in peer-reviewed medical journals. And you can see where some of the research was done here. Yale University, MD Anderson, Wake Forest, some really high quality institutes are doing this research on Juice Plus. And here are some of the results that we have from the Juice Plus research. You can see the categories here. It improves cardiovascular wellness, supports the immune system, improves gum tissue, reduces oxidative stress. I love the symbols on the lower left. I'm not sure why it does that, but it reduces inflammation is what that says, protects DNA, creates healthier skin. And then you can see some other, we have some other studies on some insulin resistance, obesity, quality of life in cancer survivors, and lung health. And the Juice Plus, Juice Plus has also found a way to create an all plant-based omega. It's a blend of omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 fatty acids. We say they cut out the middle fish and went straight to the algae and the plants to get the omegas, because the fish eat the algae to convert to the omega 3s, and then we're eating the fish. So the algae is definitely a much more sustainable place to get those omega 3s. Juice Plus Omega Blend is the first to use cold fusion technology so that the oils aren't exposed to heat, because once oils are exposed to heat, they can start to deteriorate and go rancid. So it just provides many health benefits, especially for our heart, brain, joints, skin, and eyes. And I love these omegas. And now my favorite, the chocolate and vanilla complete shake mix is vegan, gluten-free, whole food, protein, fiber, amino acid, fruits and veggies in a shake powder. It's great as a quick breakfast, post-workout recovery, healthy snack. The complete also comes in snack bars. And this is the macronutrition, which is a beautiful complement to the micronutrition of the capsules or the chewables. Macronutrients, if you think of it as like a car, the macronutrients are like the gas that make the car go, and the micronutrients are like the oil. And so we have to have both. I can tell you guys that these shakes have totally changed our lives. Our toddler never is without them. I've gotten all kinds of good stuff in him, seeds, fruits, veggies, through these shakes, and they're just delicious. We love them. And the Tower Garden is an awesome aeroponic growing system to grow your own produce year round. That's what Henry was showing. His is inside right now. Let's see, you can grow indoors or outdoors all year round. It uses 98% less water and 90% less space than traditional growing, and it provides 30% more yield, 3 times faster than traditional growing, which is pretty amazing. So I'm gonna stop my screen share and quickly show you guys. I think it's nice to see what the products look like. And then we're going to share a couple of stories about our experiences with Juice Plus. So the capsules come in these bottles. We have fruit, veggie, and berry. And I'm just going to quickly show you guys. Each has about 10 different plants in it in the berry. And then what they look like. Let's see if you guys can see. There we go. Red, purple, green. I love that it's light out earlier because I'm getting natural light in my room. And the omegas are awesome. And they are this beautiful, I joke that I always feel like I'm in the Matrix, like which one do you choose? But they're beautiful orange oil. And I didn't show the chewables, look like little gumdrops. They taste like fruit snacks and they're so delicious. And then our complete shake mix comes with chocolate and vanilla, either these individual packs or in big bags. So I think that's important for everybody to see what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna have Renee, if you wouldn't mind sharing first, what Juice Plus has done in you and your family's life. Oh wait, unmute. Hold on. Can you unmute yourself? There we go. Oh, wait. No, you are unmuted. Why can't I hear you?
Hello.
There you go. Okay, gotcha.
Hi. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming. For those of you who had made it and took your time out, I appreciate it. For those who have not made it, I hope you love hearing everything you hear and love everything that you see. So about over 3 years ago, I really thought that my family was healthy. We ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, but we were not getting the 7 to 13 servings a day. For some crazy reason, my kids and my husband and I were getting sick all the time. It felt like I was bringing my kids into the doctor every month for a different cocktail of antibiotics. They were constipated, sick all the time, and definitely not in the best of health. My acne was awful. My digestion was poor. And my husband was catching every illness under the sun at work. My husband also has never been a vegetable person. He's always been that meat and potato man. One day, about, say, 2.5 years ago, my friend introduced me to a product, to a simple way to flood my body with over 30 to 40 veggies and fruit every single day. So in the beginning, I thought it was, I was a little bit skeptical, but I figured, why not, give it a try. My husband always said, if you can find me fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I am all about it. And that was over 3 years ago that he asked me that, or told me that. And so I figured I'd give it a try. So here we are now, over 3 years later. I am now acne free. My digestion has improved drastically. My kids and my family have made it through 2 cold and flu seasons without being sick. And we've only been to the doctor maybe 3 times in the past, 3 or 4 times in the past 2 years. They've only needed 1 antibiotic in the last 2 years, which has been amazing. And our our overall health has drastically improved.
Sorry, I was listening eagerly. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, what's simpler than fruits and veggies in a capsule, right? It's amazing. And yeah, the illness is part of my story too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Henry, you and Renee, actually, hearing her talk, you guys have a similar experience, but
Yeah.
tell us about you.
Yeah, a little bit. So I was actually introduced to the product back in 2012, and when I started taking it, I didn't realize what it was doing to my body. It was actually I was actually teaching at the time. So I don't know if any of you guys are teachers on here. I taught high school anatomy and physiology for about 13 years here in Dublin City Schools in Ohio. And, every year I used to teach about how your cells, they grow, they divide, they reproduce, they fight disease, all that kind of stuff. But, it's this cliche that we all hear, but we don't necessarily take it to heart. It's the cliche that is, you are what you eat. And when I was eating during my teaching days, and I'll share a little bit about my business piece of that later, is, as a teacher, you're always on the go. Your job does not stop when the students leave. And so I was grading, and then you take a break so you can grade more, and then you plan more, you go home so then you can work more. And so I was passing Burger King on the way home, and I would literally eat Burger King 3 times a week. So when you think about it, you are what you eat. I was literally building my skin, my blood cells, my body out of Burger King. And, once I realized that you really need to nourish your cells with the appropriate nutrients. The person who introduced it to me, I just started taking it. I didn't have any questions. I didn't ask what the research was behind it or anything. I just was eating it because it was there. And it was my family that noticed that my skin started clearing up. I used to have acne scars from Accutane when I was in high school, and all the way through my 20s and 30s. You probably won't believe this, but I'm going to be 38 here this year, and I attribute a lot of it to the fact that I switched my diet around. And this Juice Plus does more than just help your skin. After about I'd say about 7 months or so, I'm a pretty avid snowboarder, volleyball. I mean, I hit the ground hard, whether it's an indoor gym or in the sand. And my inflammation in my knees just disappeared. I used to be on glucosamine chondroitin, used to pop in 200 mils of milligrams of Advil whenever I would be on the snowboarding slopes. And now I don't have to deal with it anymore. So the last thing I wanted to share too is, as I was taking it, I was actually traveling around Iceland for about 3 weeks with my brother and sister, and they are sister-in-law. I did not know at the time that they were trying to get pregnant, that they had been trying for months and they weren't successful. Well, pretty cool. They were taking it with me as we were going around Iceland, and they ended up getting pregnant about 3 months later. And so I grabbed this from my bedside because this is a picture of my baby niece. She is now 9 months old. And so that's baby Samantha. We call her a Juice Plus baby because her foundational cells were laid using Juice Plus when she was in the womb. So I share that with everyone that I know who's pregnant. Like, it's so important to make sure that you are getting the proper nutrition to lay the foundational cells of that baby.
I had no idea the Iceland story. I love that. And Samantha is, so cute. Oh my gosh. So thank you for sharing, Henry. So a little bit about myself. Again, my name's Erin. I live in Portland, Oregon with my husband, Josh, our 3-year-old son, Keegan, and our 1-year-old, Lucy. And I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up as an athlete. I danced in high school and college. I was probably dancing 40 to 60 hours a week. And health was just not something that was talked about by my family, doctor, dance studio, college, which, I mean, you think of, I think it's common though. It's like shocking that as athletes, that's not something that's talked about or studied. But it wasn't. And so my diet consisted of, processed food, fast food, candy, soda. And I just really thought, well, I'm skinny equals healthy. I can eat whatever I want because, I'm not putting on any weight, which we know is a huge falsity. And that those really bad habits ended up following me into my 20s and 30s, and they were hard to break. But at about 30, I ended up becoming a vegetarian, and that's kind of had taken me on a new path and journey. And then about 3 years ago, I was introduced to Juice Plus by my cousin. And at the time, quite honestly, I thought that I was fine. I didn't feel like I had anything pertinent going on in my health, but we were considering starting a family. So I was pretty open to hearing about anything that could boost my health at the time. And so I decided to give it a shot, and thank goodness I did. Fast forward 3 years to where we are now. Not only is less illness, I mean, that's like huge. I mean, it's like blaringly, like for the past, the same as you, Renee, like the past 2 winters, we've gotten like one cold that's lasted 3 days. My husband hasn't been sick in like 2 years, which I don't even know how he's doing it, but so less illness, fewer headaches. Of course I noticed changes in like skin and hair, but the biggest thing for me has been our 2 Juice Plus babies. I had amazing pregnancies, delivered full-term babies, recovered quickly from that. I think our kids are a huge testament to the products as well, because they got it in the womb, they got it nursing. They both started their own Juice Plus at between 6 months and a year. And I'm happy to say that we've never even been to the doctor for a sick visit. They've never even taken it over the counter. Keegan's taken Tylenol one time for a fever at home. They've never taken an antibiotic, been constipated, which I'm so super grateful for. And, for me, just having it as the prevention piece, I think, and peace of mind that I'm getting, 50 plants into our family, good stuff in our family's bodies, even on the days where we're not so successful on eating a lot of fruits and veggies ourselves, but also prevention piece with, knowing that although cancer and heart attacks and Alzheimer's and strokes run in our family, that I'm doing what I can now to prevent us and our kids from seeing those illnesses and diseases in the future is really what's amazing to me, and makes me feel really great about it. So that's a little bit about my story. We're going to jump back in to my screen share. I'm going to have to, I think it goes back to the beginning. So give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Jumping in. Here we go. All right. So not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. Juice Plus has impacted over 1 million families over the past 20 years so far, with free Juice Plus for children through the Healthy Starts program for families. We see beneficial results with both adults and parents. You can read a couple of the stats here. Kids miss fewer days of school, eat less fast food, drink more water, take fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. Anytime an adult adds the Juice Plus capsules or soft chews to their diet, they can sponsor a child who can take Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. So pretty amazing. The Juice Plus company has also found many ways to give back. We are the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon each year. In 2016, $10 million was raised for the Children's Hospital. The company is donating a tower garden to every Boys and Girls Club in North America, which is over 4,000 clubs. They've even created a technical institute for students, and 100% of graduates have been placed in jobs. The company is donating 10 million complete meals through Volunteers of America, which is awesome as well. So now we're going to talk about the company behind Juice Plus. This is Jay Martin. He is the founder of the Juice Plus company almost 50 years ago, and his vision is to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams, which is why Juice Plus is sold the way it is, from person to person, is to help us all that have partnered with the company realize our dreams. And it's a privately held and debt-free company with $14 billion in sales. The company is product-driven. It's a product-driven company. 80% of Juice Plus is purchased by customers who have no affiliation with the company. There's no territorial restrictions, and the Juice Plus company is now in over 20 different countries around the world. Juice Plus is the largest selling nutritional product in a capsule in the world. The research is truly what sets us apart from everybody else. And so this is called a virtual franchise. It is only $50 a year to own your own business, which is amazing. You can run your business from any device, anytime, anywhere. The company does so much for us. They manufacture Juice Plus, they deliver it, they bill and collect from customers, they pay us by direct deposit every month. We just share by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. There's no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus you touch is your own. All commission levels are permanent, which is so unusual. And at the top positions, families are eligible for benefits including medical, dental, vision, life, long-term care, disability, chiropractic, prescription, college, tuition assistance, holiday bonus, and a monthly expense allowance. And I will get there someday. There are no quotas or minimums to meet. People can share as little or as much as they want with the freedom to choose at their own pace. This can be an extra part-time income or full-time income, which can create long-term wealth and retirement. Juice Plus is a consumable product, and so that creates residual income indefinitely. This income will continue as long as customers and your team's customers continue eating Juice Plus. It is truly an amazing community of like-minded individuals who lock arms together to inspire healthy living around the world. And this all takes place using a simple system within a positive, fun community we like to call the Juice Plus family. So here's just a couple of pictures of us at some of our events. I'm going to stop with the screen share, and I'm going to have Renee share with us first as to why she decided to partner with Juice Plus.
Thanks, Erin. Can you hear me? Okay. Hey guys, so really quick, I know that I've always had a dream, and my dream has always been from day one, for as long as I can remember, to be a mom. For over 7 years, I worked 50 plus hours a week. So I came home mentally drained, unable to, I know not very healthy, because I was getting home late. We were eating quick, eating fast food and stuff like that. So I was always tired, and I was drained from work. After battling infertility for over 8 years, my dream finally came true, and I became a mom. In 2012, my daughter was born, unfortunately 10 weeks premature, but fortunately, I was able to stay home with her. After having my second child in 2014, we had a more of a financial, I felt like more of a financial burden. I realized quickly that we needed a new stream of income. And when I was introduced to Juice Plus, my whole thought was to only get paid on what I bought from my family. And very quickly, once I saw the improvements that were happening with our family, I knew that I needed to share this mission and share this product with my friends and family and for those I love. And I also needed to reduce the financial stress. I've always wanted a job where I didn't feel like I was working. I wanted a job where I actually loved, and I wanted where I could meet new people. And I can honestly say that my Juice Plus team is my second family. I love each and every one of them dearly. It's nice to work with somebody where you don't feel like you're in constant competition. Because if anybody ever has a question with anything, regardless how high they are in Juice Plus or how low they are in Juice Plus, I feel like no matter what, someone's going to give you their opinion and someone's going to help you along the way. So that's pretty amazing. I also get to meet new people that I've never even thought that I would even have an amazing relationship with. It's awesome to meet some amazing people. But anyways, I fell in love with Juice Plus. I can make my own schedule. I can work as little or as much as I want. I am present for all of my children's activities, and I enjoy my already busy schedule while earning part-time income and meeting some amazing people in the process. Now I am celebrating not only a healthy lifestyle for my family, but we're paying off debt, taking more family vacations, and being present for my kids and their activities. Plus, I get to help others in the process while being a mom. Thank you very much.
It certainly doesn't feel like work. And yeah, I would have never met any of you guys if it weren't for this awesome business. So, all right, Henry, you're up. Tell us what brought you to the Juice Plus company.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, just like Renee said, it's one of those things that allows you to work around your life rather than work your life around your job. And so stepping out of the daily grind with, being a teacher, again, I don't know if people who are listening here are, know what that world looks like. My friends used to tell me, hey, it's about the time around August where Henry's going to disappear, and we'll see him in about 10 months. And so I would disappear because, your work as a teacher does not stop when the students leave. And so, now I have the freedom. I started part-time when I was teaching. And when I saw the power of it, I decided to step out and hit this full-time. So I am doing Juice Plus full-time. I do a lot of stuff with Tower Gardens. I can show you that later too. But one of the things that I've realized over time too is, I would say our company is probably about 90%, if not more, comprised of females, of women. And when I look at the number of team members and the number of customers that I have so many guys that I've been able to reach, because let's face it, guys and girls, we communicate very differently. And so the community that I've been able to build with the guys in something that is predominantly, run by females, I can communicate with guys like Aaron and Renee may not be able to, to relate to. So, one of the things that I've noticed, one of our products, I know we've been emphasizing the capsules and stuff, is our Juice Plus Complete. And I just wanted to emphasize this because I was at a networking event this morning, and I just had my shaker bottle with me. And right on the spot, I had 3 people, 2 of which were guys, that ordered these Complete once they realized that it's only $2 per serving. And, especially if you are in a job where you are on the road, you're getting out of the door in the morning, then it's so easy to stop by a Tim Hortons and get a cup of coffee, grab McDonald's, and, you're ended up spending $4, $5, $6 on something that is how nutritious. And this is 17 plants, and it only costs a little bit over $2. So you're actually saving money by eating this as your meal replacement. You can also do that as a post-workout. This chocolate stuff is delicious, so I eat it as a dessert even. Just mix it up with almond milk. And another piece of that too is, which I did not expect, is once you start seeing the power of this, of what Juice Plus does, it's not just a one type of symptom that it is, that it addresses. You're looking at systemic inflammation. You're looking at lung capacity. You're looking at your brain health. I mean, it hits everything. And so cardiovascular health and dental health is something that I concentrate on. I actually was asked by the Heart Attack and Stroke Prevention Center of Central Ohio to advocate for them. And they've actually hired me on part-time to work with them in conjunction with Juice Plus, because they realize the power that it has to reduce inflammation. And inflammation is really the source of heart attacks and strokes. So this center, they require their entire medical staff to be taking Juice Plus, and they have this as part of their regimen for all their patients in order to reduce that risk of heart attacks and strokes. And so, this is not some overnight fad, and it is research-based. It's not something that is just based on testimonies, which are powerful, but this is the real deal. And so you find something that works, I got to share it. And that's why I joined up on the mission.
And you are like a community maker. You're amazing. And not only is it cool that the Heart Attack and Stroke Prevention Center, sees, the value obviously of the Juice Plus products and has their whole faculty eating it, but how cool is it that that's opened a door for you too through the company for like another job opportunity? And yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for sharing. And in closing, we just want to thank everybody so much for joining us tonight, whether you're on live or whether catching the replay. We would love for you to share this information with anybody that that may need to hear about it. We're all, struggling. Many of us are struggling with chronic disease or trying to make ends meet. And this really is an amazing opportunity. Renee, you can touch base with Renee after the call. She'll touch base with you and answer questions. And so you can really make an informed decision so that you can be proactive and set yourself up for success and create just a lifetime of health and vitality. So Renee, did you want to say anything before we close?
Nope, just wanted to say thank you for everybody for listening, and thank you, Erin and Henry, and everybody else who is there and listening. If you have any questions, I'm here, and let's move forward and be healthy.
Yay, let's do it. We're ready for everybody to join us. All right, I'm going to stop the recording and we can say our goodbyes.